Hi, my name is Polto. Today we're going to take you to a different type of documentary. Many of you have heard about kids with cancer. How about the kids with disability problems and how they can focus and what are these companies doing to focus on disability children. Today we're going to tour you around what is disability kids and horses have in common. I ran across this on a peg notice just by riding around and riding, and I was so surprised to see they take donations, they take charities, they take tax deductions, and to see this could be your child, this could be my child on a disability. This place we're going to tour you on these horses, and today especially, how about the deaf, the children that are deaf, how they focus. Yesterday I was here and watched children with disability in school that they couldn't focus, but they focus on the horses. So the horses are especially special as the children, and I really hope you take this to heart, because I am. I'm volunteering my services here just to help both the horses and the children. Let's go see the baby horses, and this is a baby horse. We'll be right back. This is Big Mac. The brunt of the horses, and as you see, he will not grow any bigger, but the kids here love him. Hey, Big Mac. As you see, he's the most ornery one of the big ones, so he doesn't pay attention either, so he's just like a little kid. And this is one of the workers, Julie. She's working with they volunteer services here, so I'm stressing this. Anybody that volunteers or wants to volunteer, and if you can't volunteer, donate. I'm begging you, and I don't beg people or my clients or people all over to donate, but this is a good tax write-off. And as I said, this could be your child. You're going to see the children today, how they communicate with these horses and how the horses communicate with them. We're up and close and personal with the horses of the day. But first I want to introduce you to the executive director, Barbara. Barbara, tell us about this place that no one knows.
Hi, Pearl. This is Pegasus Riding Academy. We're a therapeutic horseback riding program in Philadelphia. In fact, we're the only full-time therapeutic horseback riding program in the city. We've been around since 1982, and we serve about 100 riders on a weekly basis all year long.
So this is pretty good. A lot of people, do you need volunteer work? Do you need donations? What happens? How do you run this place?
All of the above. We have a very limited paid staff, and a majority of our workforce are our wonderful, wonderful volunteers. Our volunteers are high school students. Our volunteers are people like you and I. That's how I got started, by volunteering here.
Wow.
And they come from all walks of life. They have the energy, they have the desire, they have the passion to work with our wonderful, wonderful therapy horses and our wonderful riders.
We have some famous horses here too.
Yes, we have one very famous horse. That's Casey. In fact, Casey was in the movie When Harry Met Sally. He was one of the carriage horses in the New York scene.
A lot of people does not understand disability. Yesterday I was here and I watched one person focus on a horse that you said they normally don't focus. And they're focusing on these horses, which are their buddies and their friends, and the horses are just responding back to them.
That's correct, Pearl. One wonderful thing about horses is they're totally non-judgmental. And they work with a variety of disabilities, and they're a great sounding board for people to work off of, for people to focus. For example, with our autism program, the children who ride in that program focus on what they're doing on horseback. They pay attention, they're listening, and the riding is a very calming effect for these children.
He wants to get the picture.
And this is Sonny. Sonny is a ham. He's beautiful.
Oh.
He's very photogenic also.
He got in the picture, he had to. Like I said, I rode by here by accident. And yes, I see you. Yes, I do hear. But the kids today, it could be your child, as I said earlier, it could be your child with disability. And I was kind of impressed because they're focusing on these horses. Now today, what do we have today? We have children that cannot hear.
Yes, we have a group from Pennsylvania School for the Deaf. This is the third summer that they've been involved with our program. They all are hearing impaired. Some are completely deaf, some are just hearing impaired. And we love this program because our staff, 10 of our summer staff, come to us through the Philadelphia Youth Network, PYN. And a majority of them have absolutely no horse experience, no experience working with people with disabilities. And one of the first things we teach these young people, they're all high school students, is how to learn basic sign language so they can communicate with these riders when they come on Tuesday. And they learn how to basic sign language so that they can communicate with the riders on the horse. And we're very fortunate that our program with Pennsylvania School for the Deaf has been funded through Harlan's Fund of the Philadelphia Foundation.
What do
And we
they
thank
eat?
them.
What do they eat?
Who, the riders or the
No,
horses?
the horses. What do they eat?
The horses eat hay and they eat different kinds of green.
Okay, they don't eat carrots?
Oh, they eat carrots, they eat apples, they'll eat a lot of things. But we control the extra food that they get
Okay.
because we carefully monitor their food intake.
Now, in order for them to eat, this is where the donations and this is where you're trying to get grants and this is where the people of the whole country should see, to keep this place going for the disability. Do you have the same kids all the time or do they vary?
Our riders ride year round. Once they join our program, they can keep going. In fact, we have riders who have been with us not weeks, not years, but decades, girl.
Wow.
Wow. We have one rider, she started riding when she was 18 months old. She recently graduated from Penn State Abington.
Wait a minute, 18 months old. That would make her...
Yeah, real small.
Yes.
So that's how long she's been riding with us.
We came here today and we seen Big Mac.
Right, he's our miniature horse.
Now, where does Big Mac, does anybody ride him?
No one rides him, but he performs a very, very special function here. Many times, new riders will come here, and they may be somewhat afraid of the horse. We will use Big Mac to introduce them to horses, so they can get used to what a horse looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, and he's wonderful. You can bring Big Mac anywhere, and he will interact with children, adults. He's totally what we call bomb-proof.
Now, let me ask you one question that everybody's wondering. Do they bite?
Yes.
They do bite.
Horses do bite. Horses are like people. They each have their own personalities and idiosyncrasies.
Wow.
There's one horse here who doesn't like to be crowded about the head. He will be nippy if he does that. Please get out of my space, he will say. Other horses are more, see that? Yeah. Other horses are more generous with letting you get up close.
So they get personal.
Very personal.
Now,
And you have to know your horse.
You have to know the horse. Now, the kids who are on disabilities, are they afraid at the beginning, these horses, or do you have to train them to know the horses and the horses get to know these kids?
It depends. Some are afraid and some are not. It all depends on the child and their fears. Some children take to it instantly.
You see I have the shirt on. I'm volunteering my service as well, and I'm going to stress to you, if you can't volunteer your service, if you're not from the Philadelphia area, is this all over the country?
Well, our program is here, but there are programs like Pegasus, therapeutic riding programs, not only all over the country, but all over the world.
All right. So it's up to. So if I can volunteer my service, and you know what I do for a living and everything else, if you can't volunteer your services, if you don't love animals or children of disability, what we're asking, you gave me a brochure, and I'm going to read part of this on the camera because this is really interesting. The people that want to donate, let me say something. You can donate it $50, but it doesn't have to be $50. You get a riding helmet for the program for these children to wear. $100, you get a pair of brand new shoes. Brand new shoes for $100.
Right.
Look at the eyes.
In fact, our blacksmith was just here yesterday showing some of the horses.
$250. You know, there's riding instructions. It goes all the way up. The new saddle. And
Yes.
a donation, tax write-off, business people, of $1,000 will provide hay and feed for horse for 6 months. Those of you that would like to donate with a tax write-off and you don't know what to do with tax write-off, please, you know, places like this, you know, our states, you know, are running out of money. Our government's running out of money, but we need this. We need this. If your child was let's say you had a disability in your household, you would want this place because they're communicating with an animal. And animals are God's animals. And the children, when they communicate together, guess what happens? Are you saying yes or no? It's amazing. But this is only one part. We're going to take you to the part where the children that cannot hear, how they communicate with the horses. Be prepared. This is an expert adventure you're going to go on. Thank you. We're taking a tour of the place, but this is one tour that's not of a horse. This is a tour of actually a truck. But this truck is sitting here and it can't move because we need donations. To any car dealers out there that want to donate a truck to move these horses from place to place for shows, Barbara could say it better because this truck has been sitting here with a bad transmission, so you need help.
Well, we have horsepower in the barn, but we don't have horsepower in our truck, girl. This facility needs a truck to operate. We need a truck that can pull all of our horse trailers. We need a truck that can do all of our maintenance here, pick up supplies, things of that nature. This truck is 14 years old. It can't pull a trailer. Right now, it can't even move.
So you got all these horses to drive you, but not the car, not
Right,
the truck.
right.
If you are a car dealer, now it would be nice to donate a truck. You know, you'd be serving this country, you'd be serving the children, but just in case you say no, you know, then we need a mechanic that knows how to put a transmission together to get this truck back in shape to bring the kids where they're supposed to be. Thank you. We're going to tour in this place to show you every nick of it, where these kids are coming from, what they're doing, and we still have the big event, the children riding the horses. I'm going to ask your name. These are the volunteers, only part of the volunteers, but we're going to get your name. I know Kevin. This is Kevin.
Tim.
Tim, your name is? Oh, excuse me. Your name is?
Julia.
Julia. Wow. These are the volunteers. So you see how much more of love and hope are going into these children and horses. What do you love about this place?
I love the interaction with horses, people with different disabilities.
Did you know about this place before you volunteered?
I did. I heard people talking about it a little bit, so I decided to come volunteer and kind of see what everyone's doing.
And what do you like most about it?
I like getting the chance to work with kids and getting to work with people that I probably would have done the opposite.
Thank you, a big hat.
Yes.
And you're in different dressing, no problem.
I'm staff. I'm part of that, yeah.
Now all this is volunteer?
There's some staff that's there, but
So is anyone here always trained horses? Well, we love it. What's better to heart? Kids and horses?
they're kind of trained for the experience.
Wow. What are you going to do when you grow up? Anybody know if they're working with this? A therapist for children or?
Yeah, pediatrics.
Wow, look at this. So this is our future of tomorrow. Yes, you too. You too. This is our future tomorrow. You know, we're asking you, everybody out there, you know, want to be a volunteer. You don't have to be a volunteer to help. I am. I volunteer for services. Every Saturday, I'm going to volunteer for services. But if you cannot volunteer services, what I would like you to do, donate. I'm going to put the address address down, you just send your checks, send your credit cards, do anything. And if you can't go to my website and communicate through me, I will communicate to the rest. I am writing to every congressman and every senator out there. We need places like this. I didn't even know this existed for children with disability. You know, this has to begin somewhere. It's going to begin right here in Philadelphia. Thanks.
Okay, Girl, I want to tell you about something else that's really special here at Pegasus. Now, we're standing with Teresa, who is our new assistant program director and also our summer program director, and Amanda, who is our assistant program director for the summer and also an instructor at Pegasus. What's very special about these two women is that Amanda actually started working here mucking stalls, right? And volunteering as well.
What is a mucking stall?
Cleaning the barn.
Okay, so if you want to talk about working your way up from the lowest level, you know, that's it. And
You're dedicated.
right.
These people are on a mission. I know Barbara's on a mission.
And Teresa also came here as a volunteer in 10th grade from high school. She knew nothing about horses. And so here she is. She recently graduated from college with a degree in therapeutic riding and psychology. Came back here to get a full-time job here. So we call her one of our homegrown. And this is a success story of Pegasus, a whole nother dimension. Having young people come here and volunteer and actually find their life career.
Yes, that's the important thing. You just said something. They're working here, and then they actually know what the future's going to be. They work here either with the horses, with the animals, or with the children. Whatever. Honestly, right. I think everything. God works in strange ways. Even for me to ride by this place and see this place. You know, to hear your story. And you are on a mission, Barbara. You're on a mission, and you know, God will come back to you. Believe me.
My bumper sticker on my old car used to say, unbridled enthusiasm. And that's what I try to bring to this program every single day.
I have a bumper sticker that says nothing will stop me now. So there you go. I mean, this is a place where I love horses. And I just seen a cat walk by. What happens if dogs or cats here? No, yesterday we walked on the trail, we seen deer.
Right, the deer just jumped right across the trail in front of us.
Right in front of us. So what happens when the deer and the horse cross heads? What happens?
The deer runs away.
The deer runs away. Okay, it's a trivia question, people. Don't worry about that. The deer will run away. Thank you. The best is yet to come. This is one of our famous horses here. This horse is named Casey. Casey was a star, I'm going to say the star, of when Harry met Sally. If anybody sees the movie, go get it again. You're going to see Casey, right? He's the celebrity right here. He's the icon. He's the divan of the horses here. So you got to treat him with care. Right? Right, Casey? You're famous? Uh-oh. He's giving me a look like, you know, outside. But we're giving credit where credit's due. Yep. Did you get paid for the movie? All right, thanks. This is where the best is still yet to come. What we have here is our event of the hearing impaired. None of these children, it's all sign languages, as you see. And these are going to be the riding of the horses. So this is the important thing these horses are capable of doing with these children. And she is your name is?
Tanya Brown.
Tanya Brown. Now, how are you connected?
I'm a counselor, and I've been coordinating this particular program with Pegasus for the past 3.5
3.5 years. Now, I see all the sign languages. Now, they all know sign languages?
Yes.
They all know horses?
Most of them have been riding for some for the whole 3 years, some 2, and for some it's new just this year.
Okay, and now she has her helmet on, so she doesn't fall.
Yes.
Okay. Now all these kids are going to be riding the horses, correct? What about the big ones?
Not the adults.
Not not the adults
Not
with
the
it.
adults.
All right, these are
Many of our
the
staff
teams.
have been trained by Pegasus to be sidewalkers too, so they support the Pegasus staff in the arena, in the classroom, and in the barn.
This could be your child, so this is why this is so important. Look at these children here today. Now we're gonna go to the next step. Let's see them on the horses.
Yeah.
Where's Casey? Now they're getting ready, and this is Casey. This is our superstar, Hollywood. When Harry met Sally, he's coming first with the first. As I said, these are hearing impaired children, and they're getting the gift of a lifetime. And you can see the smile on his face. He's in his glory right now that he even has this opportunity. But it's people like you that make this opportunity happen when it comes to your donations and when it comes to keeping this place alive through your Congress, through your senators, or just donations for the tax write-off.
They're all sitting nice and straight.
Yeah.
They're moving with the horse. Great exercise for them. It's a great feeling to be up on the horse and moving. And now the riders are being called into the center, and now that they've warmed up, they're all getting different kinds of reins. The reins will allow them to control their horse,
Oh.
which is very exciting.
So they can control their own horse, or
There still will be a horse handler, but they're working on controlling the horse through the reins.
do they know what to do, or they don't?
They've been working on it, and so the instructors tell them what to do with the reins. They still will have a horse handler for
Okay.
safety purposes.
But they're controlling the horse now.
They're going to be controlling the horse. They're going to be doing different movements.
Wow. And this is only a partial of the city of Philadelphia. With the hearing impaired, right? A lot of them don't even know what they're here.
Well, this is a group from the Pennsylvania School for the Deaf, which is located in Philadelphia.
Okay. And what do they do? Just volunteer, or they just pick certain children out, or?
They have certain children who are in their extended school year program who participate in the Pegasus 6-week program. They come every Tuesday.
Big smile on the one's face. He loves it. He's got control of the horse.
That's Timber.
This is Timber. Okay, it's Casey. It's Timber. Who's the one in the center?
Oh, that's the one who was standing behind us before.
Okay, the
That's
one with the
Sonny.
big smile,
Right.
Sonny. Okay. Sonny's looking at us, so. Ah, here comes Casey. There's some beautiful horses here.
All very gentle.
Yes, and they must know. These horses must know.
And
Now this
that's-
horse's name is?
OB.
OB.
When we get a new horse, we take them on a 90-day approval period in order to make sure that the horse will be suitable for the program. It's a very special horse to be a therapy horse. They must want to do this kind of work.
So the horse must want to do this kind of
Yes.
work. How could you tell? Because they bite or they run off? Or?
You can tell when they don't enjoy it, when they're not happy doing this type of work.
I think they know. You know, they must know who's on them.
Yeah, in fact, one of our other Delphins, one of our big boys, another big draft horse, has the unique, oh, they're going outside now, has the unique ability to tell when his rider is going to have a seizure before the rider has a seizure,
Oh,
and will stop dead.
wow.
And from talking to many other people, this is not entirely uncommon. Horses have this sixth sense.
Yes, yes. I think all animals do at times. Have a sixth sense more than a human person does. This is so unique. This is so, people should know about this all. Barbara, I want to thank you for letting us into your home of horses.
Oh, my pleasure.
And,
It's been wonderful getting to know you, and
Yes, meant to be. I always
Meant
say
to be.
things are meant to be with it, and it's going to be a great documentary. I'm so impressed. But I'm going to be writing a lot of letters for your new truck, to get somebody to donate a truck, and for a lot of donations out there. I'm going to put your address on the air. Thank you, Barbara.
thank you, Pearl. Going into Julia, senior year in high school, you're going into? She's starting sewing.
They know heart. You're one of the smart ones. This is unique. This is what it's all about. Right here. Right?